Absolutely. And now that we've gotten past that, let's be four dudes talking about a girl in fighting games. My releasing in Street Fighter 6.
That's right.
First impressions, we all got our hands on the character. What are y'all thinking about it? Just your hands on first impressions, because I feel like there's been a lot of back and forth considering how Mai is going to play into competitive, but really just like in casual matchups as well.
Well, I want to start off by saying I'm gonna get canceled right now, okay?
Oh,
because the jiggle physics is great. It is awesome. You said hands on the character, you immediately put me in a different area.
Dear Lord!
All right. So let's talk. I've been watching
started.
I'm
putting my face to this.
I've been watching a lot of videos.
Tell how you feel.
All right.
I've been watching a lot of videos from all the other content creators. A lot of players way better than I am. And the one who stands the most out to me is Nephew. Nephew playing.
I need you to specify what kind of videos, but because of those,
Wow.
I'm glad. Oh yeah. Yes.
Don't. I'd say send me the URL, but this is a professional setting.
YouTube. We've been doing a lot of YouTube right now. A lot of kid friendly. Got to check that box is made for kids.
Gameplay.
Thank you.
Yes.
The core values are not being violated.
Exactly. She in Nephew's hand, and some of the people I've seen, she looks really good. When I'm playing with her, I struggle with some of the combo routes that you have to do, and but I'm getting better the more I play with her. But watching the professionals play with her, I think in the right hands, she's going to be very dangerous. Somebody who's okay. I feel like she's a character where you do a lot of throw mix-ups, and someone who's okay with that, they're going to be really good with her. And I was talking to BG, and I told him when I was growing up, throwing was banned when I was growing up. So you could get in fights in the arcade, fights at home for throwing somebody in a fighting game. So for me playing her, it's really hard for me to throw people, where throwing is very important for her character. It's very important for a lot of characters I play in Street Fighter 6. And so, but for someone who is okay with that, they're going to be pretty good with her throw mix-ups. I think maybe you're going to see in Capcom Cup, someone's going to play her. If they're down and out, they're gonna give it a try. And I think Nephew's gonna be the one, and he's gonna probably show what she can do on a high level play. But he's really legitly good already with her. So I really like. I think maybe this time next year we'll really know how she is as a character compared to everyone else.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought up that whole like old school thing where it's just like, you're not allowed to throw. Now I get to throw you. It's like, no, dude, like you, like I punished you because you were blocking. Like it's in the game. What do you mean you're not allowed to? That brought back so many memories.
Hey, look, I told BG I got punched in the arcade twice off winning games. It's just it was a different time then. It's just you did not throw, and now
it's like. God, I mean, honestly, just stop being a punk, bro. Just like learn to like if you're not hitting a button when I'm coming up to throw you, I'm sorry, that's your problem. Like,
No, you're right. Another player that I want to shout out that player so far since Kazunoko, he has shown her to be amazing with her ninja bees. Her basically full screen kind of rush down mechanic. She looks incredible. Also, she's very good in the corner. Her throw loops are very good. She has strong pokes and neutral. I really do think that she right now is a mid-tier character, but just like Smitty said, she's going to take about a year to see fully how good she's going to be. Her projectile, her fan throw. As far as normal, it's not that good unless it's within neutral, but the EX fan throw I think is pretty good because it does hit twice.
Oh yeah, the bouncing.
The bouncing, right.
Making it bouncing.
Very much so. Yeah.
Alright, man, come on.
Shout out to all the nasty boys out there, I see.
I see. I was about to say, because in terms of guest characters, in these games, because we had Terry and obviously in the same game, and now we have Mai. I mean, where do you rank her in terms of like how the guest characters, appearances in certain games? Because obviously, I think immediately to Baiken in Samurai Showdown, and just because she seemed to be pretty faithful, considering you're adapting an entire other character's like moveset from an entirely different game into the machine of like another one. So it's like, how do you necessarily do that? But like certain games do that pretty well. I mean, I think to like, the Street Fighter characters in Smash, for example, is probably the best that Ken has ever looked in 3D. And obviously Bike in the Sam Show. Now you got Mai in Street Fighter 6, and it feels like they translated like KOF kind of stuff pretty well into the Street Fighter engine.
Yeah,
Well,
it did.
What I seen they did for the, we'll get to the Evo, but when they were doing the Evo show, they did a lot of the Fatal Fury gameplay, and one of the matches was Punk versus Ash, and one of them was using Mai, and looking at the comparison on how Fatal Fury treated her to how Capcom, the move sets and things that she did, it seemed like it was very close. They kept it as close as I guess they could to fit into the game of Street Fighter. And we know this is Terry and her is the first characters outside of Capcom to be in a Street Fighter game. So I feel like they did a good job, and I think they picked two good characters to represent the first characters into the game in that way. I'm curious to see if they ever do it again. It'd be interesting to see, but like you said, other games seem to do it pretty well, and I would look at Mortal Kombat as the company who they have that's their thing. It's like different characters from movies and everything. And I even go back to, I think like Soul Calibur did like some of the Jedi characters, and so for
they had Link in the GameCube version. Yeah.
See, and
Darth
for
Vader
Capcom
and all
to
that,
do it, it was just different. I knew they would do a good job, but right now I feel like she can be really good. It's just going to take that one player to show the world how good she can be.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think it is going to take a while. Right now, she's mid-tier in my opinion, but over time, I think she will get better. And as far as the character, they did a really good job with the mechanics and just how good of a character she is. Because when they first showed her, it was a little more of a rough draft, but overall, they really did a good job of transferring her from the SNK world.
Yeah, hard to disagree with that. And speaking of how Capcom